What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. My name is Craig here on the Crypto Savvy channel. Let's get into it. Take a look at the charts, see what's going on. So I know everybody's getting extremely bullish right now, but if you look at the big picture, nothing's really changed here. Not a whole lot going on, kind of boring. That's why I haven't made a video in a few days. So if we look back here, right in here, you can see where we're making lower highs in the price action and higher highs in the RSI. And you remember what happened after that? We had a big dump. That is hidden bearish divergence. And hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. The trend is down. Before I go any further, don't forget to go down, hit that subscribe button if you're new, smash that thumbs up, show me you appreciate the channel. And also, I wanted to leave some comments in the video below, especially if you're watching this afterwards. Should I do daily updates every day or just, lay off of the videos when Bitcoin is boring like lately? Or do you still want me to continue the lives every day? Or maybe get into some other live streams with altcoins or things like that? Leave your suggestions down below. I am curious to see what you guys would like to see. So anyway, everybody's talking about this falling wedge. Well, there is a bigger pattern here, being a rising, broadening wedge that I've been watching. Now, unless we come up and break back into the wedge and get support inside here, this all is a break of a bearish structure, in my opinion. And the measured move of that is down to the lower to mid 20s. As you guys know, I've been looking at this also, possibly kind of like the dot-com bubble, being there was a bunch of crappy, scammy dot-com businesses that got washed out during the dot-com bubble, kind of like we have a lot of crappy, scammy altcoins that need to be washed out. I do think that it would be a good thing for a crypto washout, big, huge bear market crash like the dot-com bubble, because that would wash out all the crap and let the actual real companies mature and continue on from there. And we'll take a look at some charts showing that. Also, some other things I've added onto the charts that show some huge similarities I think you guys will find very interesting, so stick around. We'll also go into the smaller time frames. We'll take a quick look at the Dow, the DXY, gold, silver, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP towards the end. So anyways, as you guys can see, we're also getting rejected here at the 200 EMA and the 21 EMA right here, and that's around the 49.9 range. Now, a break of that, our next resistance, if we can break above 49.9, get support there, our next resistance is going to be around 53,000. A break of that, we may see a wick up to the 54 to 55, depending on if, when, and where. The longer this would take, if we do come up and retest this, the higher it would be. But again, anything below this, remain bearish. I remain bearish. You do whatever you want. But as you can see, we're getting higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action, which is hidden bearish divergence. And hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. This is on the daily. The trend is down. Let's go over to Amazon. So this is the Amazon chart during the dot-com bubble, very similar to Bitcoin here. I've also added the MACD down here. I think you guys can see it. I'm not in the way. You can see even the MACD structure is almost identical to what we're seeing now. You had the big uprise of the big bubble, come back down right here and bounced off the zero on the MACD back up into this range, which on here was about 890. It doesn't really count on Bitcoin. It's just crazy numbers over here, but you can see the structures are almost identical, which it shows us going down to maybe this 40 to 42 range, getting another bounce up like we did over here in Amazon. Now, a couple more things I've added onto here that we're going to go over. You guys know the VPVR here on the right. Them are volume nodes. They show when the highest traded areas are. We're going to go down. You can see where Amazon's was right here. We're going to go from that very top to the bottom. And you guys know I've measured the top of those peaks are almost identical to in the amount of days they took. But you can see down here to this high volume node, which it did go lower than, was 86%. I'm going to take this off of here now. We're going to go over to here and look at that to where the high volume node was. I know a lot of people say you can't compare those two charts. Yes, you can, because charts are based on human emotions, guys. That's why patterns usually play out similarly. Tongue twister there. But anyway, that was 86% over here to the high volume node. It's exactly 86% here. And you can see we did drop below that. And I've talked about possibly getting down to under 5,000, maybe even $35,000 to $38,000 range. Again, like we've seen twice in the past. Obviously, that's not a guarantee. It's just something that I'm watching and keeping an eye on because of the similarities in these charts. Even the EMAs are in the same place as they were back then. I mean, it's eerily similar, guys. You can't deny the similarities. Also, the volume coming down this whole time going up, just like it is in Bitcoin. The bearish divergence here, where we had higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI, bearish divergence, same thing we're having over here in Bitcoin. And this is the weekly chart, guys, so it's not going to play out in 2 days. But you can see here that it was higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI, bearish divergence. Also, this took 2 years in a bear market here. If that was the case, to wash out all the crap coins, like I said, this may not bottom until possibly 2023, towards the middle or end of 2023, if that's the case, guys. But there's always that possibility we could still see new all-time highs. But if you want to watch videos on that, literally watch any other channel, because everybody's calling for 100,000 guaranteed by next year when it was guaranteed this year. Some of them 200,000. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think it's pretty unlikely. But I'll be keeping a close eye on this. This could go as high as the mid 50,000 range and still play out. Of course, once we start getting up above 60, then this doesn't look so similar. So keep that in mind. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out PrimeXBT, by far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. You can have multiple trades in at the same time. I do have a link down below. I'll also leave a video link down below. But you can go over to my YouTube channel right here, and I do have a PrimeXBT tutorial. You can get in here now and learn to trade without risk. They have some contests right here. You join into the contests, and you can trade. If you win the contest, you can win actual trading money. That, say you win 5,000 trading tradable account, you can take that 5,000, trade it, and keep anything you win off of it. So without risk, you can do that stuff and get some practice. Like I said, watch my video. It's on my main YouTube page. It shows you how to adjust your margin and whatnot. You can also use the promo code SAVVY25. That will get you 25% off of your trading fees. So another chart we have been watching on this channel, I haven't brought it up in a while, but this is the Parabolic Arcs, and this is where it broke back here in 2014. We ended up in a long bear market. And 2018, right here where we broke it, long bear market. And we have broken it right here. Now, these lines that you see in it are Fibonacci channels. Coming back up to test this channel would be around 52.1. You can see last time we did go up, blew through it. We played around on it for a while and then remained bullish, came back down, tested again. And so if that was to happen again, it's possible we could get bullish above this range, get support on here, and continue on up like a lot of people think. But you can also see this curve I've drawn in here, the blue, and that's off all the peaks, and we have already hit that back here at the 64,000. So if we were to go back up and tag that again, which we've never tagged it twice, so that's another thing that makes me think it's highly or probably unlikely. So about 80,000 is where it would be if we did go up to test that range again. If we come back down to test this bottom range again, could be as low as the $30,000 range. let's look at the 4 hours. So this 4-hour chart I was looking at as a triangle. Obviously, that is no longer valid. Our first price point, though, that 45.3, we never quite hit 45.3, but we did bounce off that area twice. I still believe, let me get this out of the way. I still believe that if we do break this 45.3, that we're most likely headed down to the 42.1. Maybe bounce around in here for a little bit. If that breaks, we're looking at 40,000 so far, and then so on. Let's go into a clean chart and look for some divergence here. So the 4-hour almost made some divergence here, but it managed to pop back up. So we have higher lows right here and still higher lows in the RSI. We could get a pop up, make a new high here, and make some more bearish divergence. We'll have to watch to see what happens. If you guys follow my EMA strategy on the 4-hour, this is bullish. The 21, the 13, and the 8 EMA have crossed the 55 EMA and stayed above the 8. But keep an eye on this because, like I said, there is some major divergence here. You can see in the 4-hour right here, we have lower highs and higher highs in the price action. That is hidden bearish divergence. Just be cautious. If this 48.9 holds, we could be going up for one more high here. Let's take a look at where that would possibly get us. Somewhere in this range. But I would look for a rejection if we get up to this range. Within the next 12 hours or so, we may go test that $50,000 range. If we get rejected at the $50,000 range, it may come down very hard. Otherwise, we have the 200 EMA up here at approximately 51.5. That's what I'm looking at there. If you guys are interested, also check out my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. That link is also down below. Don't forget to smash the likes, guys. But check this out. She's got a lot of cool stuff on there. It's quality stuff. Anyone that's gotten it, go ahead and say something in the room. All right, so this is the Dow Jones, and back here is the Dow Jones during that dot-com bubble. You can see the similarities here. You can see the two big drops we had prior to topping out, just like over here, two big drops prior to topping out. I do believe the Dow is pretty much topped out. May get one more high if we're in this area right now and we still get, you know, make a lower low real quick and then go up to one more new high. That is a possibility if this type of pattern's playing out, because what that did was made a reversal diamond and it obviously came back down 38%. If we were to do such a thing and this was the top, it would be down to about mid to low $20,000 or 20,000 points. As you can see, we had some major bearish divergence there, just like we have here. Be cautious, guys. The dollar is getting support on our trend line as of right now. If that does break, our next support for the dollar is going to be around 95.30, and then we have huge support here at 94.74. We are making hidden bullish divergence, though. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price action. Looking for that bounce still. You guys know my targets have been and still are 97.70 and 98.40 up in this range. And those are just measured moves of the first one being a measured move of this rising broadening wedge here. From where it broke out, gets us up to that 94 or 98.40. And then right here we had our Adam and Eve. And from the neckline on that Adam and Eve gets us up to 97.74. Gold is getting above our EMAs here. As you guys know, I put the Fibonacci retracement levels on here. We got rejected at the 0.5. Our next rejection point's about 1829, which is 0.618. And then we have the 0.786 at 1850. We'll be keeping a very close eye on that in the next few weeks. Also, these are the points I'm looking for rejection on silver. About 30 or $22 is the 0.382. The 0.5 is about 23.40. And then the 0.786 or 0.618 is 23.94. And this was our major support and resistance line here at 24.84. Still looking at that. I'm still looking for a $20 silver. If that doesn't hold, then around 15. And gold, I'm still looking for about a $1,600 gold. Ethereum is still getting rejected on the bottom of this wedge here. We'll have to see how this ends up playing out. Let me move this top one down. No, doesn't work. So for Ethereum, unless it can get above this 55 EMA, which is about 41.26, and hold support, still looking for more downside. The first line of support around 34.50 to 3500 on the 200 EMA. Then below that, we have the 32.25. If that breaks, it could get really bad really fast. We would also have this high volume node right here for possibility of catching it. Litecoin. Litecoin, same thing. Higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action, hidden bearish divergence. Still looking for around, actually this is rise now, about $110 Litecoin. If that breaks, then we're looking more so like a, I don't know why this is on 4 hour. This should be on daily. There we go. Then that would be somewhere in the $25 range. Now that, I'm going to scroll down here real quick. You can see this daily RSI. Let me move this just a hair. I have a little bit more room for upside. If you want to draw that in there, guys, let me get this line out of there. We're about to get rejected again at this, and that's going to be creating hidden bearish divergence. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I always forget about stuff. Even if we did get up to that 50 to $55,000 range, that would put our RSI up into here, and we still would be making bearish divergence. So just be aware of that. I know everybody's extremely bullish. If you are, I wish you the best of luck. Same thing with the bears. I am a bear, as you guys know. Now, XRP, we did get back above that 91 cent range, but right now we're getting rejected at the 55 and the 200 EMA here. If it can get support back on top of this 96 to actually 97 cents, if we can start getting support up there, then it is a possibility that XRP could be coming up to retest this area. But if we lose that 91 cents again, guys, then we're most likely headed back down to test that 78 to 79 cents. If that breaks, it could get very ugly. But if we can get support up here and continue up about $1.20, if it breaks that, then you could get bullish on XRP. Otherwise, I see a rejection here. And if you look right here, even if we got to that 120 and got rejected, that's going to put your RSI way up here, which is going to cause what? Hidden bearish divergence. So be aware of that. Be careful. And I think that's about it. Can you see how high LTC can go, please? Well, right there is what I'd be looking for. If it got up this high, I'd be looking for rejection here, about 182. If it can even get above the 21 EMA. The major resistance on it right now is around 162.50 for Litecoin, as you can see it right here. Keep an eye on this. If it does get rejected on the daily here and start coming down tomorrow, chances are it's coming back down to this 110 range. And not in a day. Savvy, why do you pay attention to only hidden bearish divergence but not in regular divergence? First of all, regular divergence, let me show you. Here is your regular divergence, right? That's your little bounces that lead up into hidden divergence. Hidden is a continuation of the trend. So if we're in a downtrend, hidden bearish is going to be more powerful. If you're in an uptrend, hidden bullish is more powerful because it's the RSI resetting. But yeah, you could look at this whole big picture here and say, yes, we have some hidden bullish divergence in the big picture. That is a possibility. So you would have to hold that 39.6. If this next one comes below the 39.6, that will erase that. But that's why I pay attention to the hidden. If it's hidden in a bullish, if this was hidden bullish and we were going up like back here, you can see from this point to this point, this was hidden bullish divergence. So that was more powerful than the bearish divergence that was showing. And what happened? It went up. That's why. Hey Savvy, I had a Crypto Savvy t-shirt and a mouse pad from your wife's biz, and the quality is top notch, and the postage to the UK took around 2 weeks-ish, but I would definitely recommend Ink Your Image. Great service. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. If you have bought something, do me a favor, go to her webpage and leave a review. I would appreciate that, and so would she. Hey Savvy, do you reckon Bitcoin could be in an ending fifth wave diagonal instead of your current count ABC? Are you talking about this being a ending fifth wave diagonal? Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, like this one was over here, but just the opposite. That was an ending fifth wave diagonal there. But the problem is this wick here. That wick, it just doesn't fit for an ending fifth wave. And people say, you know, I don't pay attention to wicks or whatever. I do. Wicks are extremely important. Extremely important. They show where all the support is, basically. Jordan Jordan Horn, yes, with another leg up. You believe there's another leg up, huh? The reason I don't believe there's another leg up, and I've showed you guys this a lot of times, I'll show it again, because if we go from the bottom of this to the top, right here, they got almost to the 1.272, which is a correction area, and did not make it above that. That's why I believe, I'll show you my counts in here. So you can see 5 waves right here. 5 waves right here. That being a big ABC, making this whole structure a huge ABC, and looking for more continued downside. But again, that doesn't mean we can't get up to the $55,000 range. That is still a possibility, even in this chart here. Like I said, people ask how you can compare Amazon with Bitcoin. First of all, like I said, when you're dealing with charts and you're dealing with markets, they're based on human emotions. That's why patterns play out. People look for a triangle in a penny stock and a triangle in the S&P are going to play out the same most of the time. It's all about the human emotion. And the human emotion back in the dot-com bubble was exactly like the euphoria in human emotion that is in the crypto market right now. Anybody could buy anything and get rich. Only up only. That was the narrative back then. And you see what happened. Mind you, after that, after it cleared out all the crap, it took off, you know, Amazon, Apple, a bunch of other ones took off and done really well, which we probably will see in crypto too. But first, it needs a good washing. The real XRP whale. XRP will dump on the 24th after the snapshot for solo airdrop. Interesting. Very good possibility. You expect a big move down once we reach a certain point around the 50K area. Definitely a possibility. That's definitely an area to watch. There's going to be heavy resistance there. Let me go over to this chart. Let me get this stuff off of here. We're going to go into the daily, and I'm going to show you the main spots to be watching on the daily. And that is as simple as watching the EMAs. 49.9 right here. About 49.8, 49.9. And then, well, that's it. I was trying to look at, let's look at the weekly actually. That will give us a better idea. So here it is. Here are our main support and resistance levels, guys. on the weekly scale. You got 51.7, and that doesn't mean they can't wick past them and then close back above. But then you got the 55 EMA here about 43.5. And if we close a weekly below this 55 EMA, the chances of us getting down to the 200 EMA are a pretty good chance that we will. If we start opening and closing weekly candle, if we open a week and close one weekly candle, see up back here, we didn't open and close one, we closed one and opened another, but neither candle opened and closed. If we open and close a weekly below this 43.5 range, we're most likely going to be seeing the lower to mid 20s. Keep an eye out for that. There is hidden bullish divergence here in the weekly, so that is a case for the bulls. We're having higher highs in the price, or higher lows in the price action, lower lows in the RSI. So that is something for the bulls to look at. But you can see it didn't play out well here because we were in an uptrend. Here was hidden bullish. We had higher lows, lower lows, and it didn't play out. We did get a bounce out of it, but it came right back down really damn hard. So keep an eye out for it. All right, guys, hit 1 if you're bullish, hit 2 if you're bearish. I'm curious to see what you guys... Can Mama make a savvy cap? Yeah, she can, Floyd. Pretty mixed group. Pretty mixed group. I'm talking longer term. Like next year or so. One in April. Joshua said dump. Have you ever day traded? Yes. Yep. All right, well, looks like it's about even in the room. Looks like about 50-50. Self-taught, Gladys. Lots of years. I started out in penny stocks and playing in the traditionals. Yes, I did. Bitcoin acts like a giant penny stock. Where have you been? We thought you got kidnapped. It's been pretty boring action. Holidays are coming up. That's another thing, you know, I don't have as much time. I want to take some time away from social media a little bit around the holidays. You believe in price action trading without any indicators? Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't use that method, but there's no cookie cutter program to trading. Everybody's risk management's different. Everyone's financial situation's different. So these guys that sell these programs that if they were good at trading, they wouldn't have to sell. You can get anything that they're selling for free all over the internet. So don't get scammed by that crap. How long did it take you to learn? Before I was getting profitable, I lost 6 figures learning. That's why I always suggest people to practice with fake accounts or very small amounts. If you can't throw 20 bucks in and grow that, you're not going to be able to throw 20,000 in and grow that. I don't understand why people do that. Be careful with that. But to be profitable, about 2.5 years before I started being profitable. Yeah, Wade Flowers. Elliott Wave's good. You can't depend solely on Elliott Wave. I suggest learning some Wyckoff too, reading up on Wyckoff method. Gives you more of a idea of why the market's doing what it's doing. Please make a video every day and every other day. Can you explain more about your indicators work and why it works a certain way? You have so much information in your head. Please share it. I've made some videos in the past. They're pretty old, and I probably need to make some new ones. But if you go on to my YouTube channel, you'll see some there, Janet. Murray, I'm reaching the top 3% in the XBT competitions. Nice. Obviously, it's a good sign. Good job, man. Keep it up. Anthony, Elliott Wave has improved my trading dramatically. Which do you prefer, bear, bull, or choppy markets? Bull markets, you can be lazy and not trade. Bear markets are where the big money's made, in my opinion. Yeah, that Jordan dude's a clown, man. A literal clown with no TA skills. He draws lines and says we could go here if we go here, if we go there, if we go there. And he just makes, I mean, he acts like he's 5 years old. I mean, if that's the kind of stuff you like, have at it if you just want to be entertained by a clown. But I take this seriously. I live by trading. Do you think we can go up to 53 here and come down? It's a big supply zone. Yeah, it is, possibly. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. I do appreciate it. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Have a great holiday, and I will most likely see you guys tomorrow. See you there. Take it easy, guys.